Timberwolves vs. Thunder highlights. OKC won win from NBA Finals with 128-126 victory. The Oklahoma City Thunder are one victory from returning to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2012. The Thunder defeated the Minnesota Timberwolves 128-126 in Game 4 on Monday, taking the 3-1 series lead in the Western Conference Finals. The Thunder held off the Timberwolves in the final 2.5 minutes with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jalen Williams providing key makes from the field and the free throw line. Gilgeous-Alexander was one of 3 Thunder players with at least 20 points. He scored a game-high 40 points, marking his 6th 30-point game in his past 7 outings for the Thunder. He also had 10 assists and 9 rebounds and made 7 free throws in the final quarter. Oklahoma City's Jalen Williams had 34 points, 5 assists and 3 steals, and Chet Holmgren added 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Nickeil Alexander-Walker scored 23 points and Donte DiVincenzo had 21 points off the bench for the Timberwolves. Minnesota All-Star Anthony Edwards scored 16 points, 1 for 7 on threes, and Jaden McDaniels scored 22. Both teams delivered strong offensive performances, shooting better than 50% from the field and 40% on three-pointers, with the Thunder providing just enough for the victory. Game 5 is Wednesday in Oklahoma City, 8:30 p.m. ET, ESPN, and the Thunder are in a great spot. Teams that lead a best-of-7 series 3-1 go on to win the series 95.6% of the time, 283-13. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored a career playoff-high 40 points to lead Oklahoma City within 1 win of their first NBA Finals appearance since 2012. Oklahoma City felt a step ahead of Minnesota for the majority of the first half, but something changed in the Minnesota locker room at halftime. The Timberwolves were clicking offensively, getting big shots from Donte DiVincenzo. His three-pointer with 4 minutes left made it a tie ball game at 79 as the Target Center crowd was revived. However, the Thunder attacked right back and didn't let the Timberwolves get the lead, something they haven't had since there were 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continues to have a stellar game with a game-high 29 points along with 7 assists and 6 rebounds. Jalen Williams has also come up huge with 20 points. It's been a relatively quiet night for Anthony Edwards as Lu Dort has made it tough for the Minnesota star to find buckets. He has just 10 points, but the bench has stepped up big for the home team. Nickeil Alexander-Walker has a team-high 16 points, and the bench accounts for 43 points. Oklahoma City MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 13 of his 21 points in the first quarter, and Jalen Williams has 15 points as the Thunder took a 65-57 lead into halftime. Gilgeous-Alexander also has 6 assists, and Chet Holmgren has 10 points and 5 rebounds. The Timberwolves remain close despite just 4 points on 2 field goal attempts from Anthony Edwards. Jaden McDaniels leads Minnesota in scoring with 12 points. Timberwolves reserve Terrence Shannon Jr., who had played sparingly in the playoffs but excelled in Game 3 with 15 points, had 7 points, all in the second quarter. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker scored 11 points in the first half for Minnesota. Both teams are shooting extremely well. Oklahoma City is at 48% from the field and 41.7% on three-pointers, and Minnesota is at 50% and 44.4%. Turnovers are once again hurting the Timberwolves, who have 13 turnovers and 12 fewer field goal attempts than the Thunder.